Should I be putting my tokens out so that I can have you scale them up?
Sure, that's a good thing to start recording on.
All right. Well, that one's actually a decent size.
Look at that little guy.
But then the one on this hex is tiny.
Uh-oh.
Another one?
Hold on.
I had sent one of my guys to go with you. Maybe it's my dervish.
Yeah. So I have three mechs out here. Oh God. I have one in this hex.
And I can't even control that one.
Okay, cool. Oops, sorry. I was moving that.
Now you can get him to a better size.
Oh, I can't resize at all.
Oh, you can't? Oh.
No. That's why I need you to resize them, because I can't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've got to put my tokens out as well, right?
Possibly.
Whatever token you just put out, Eric, that's next to mine, has my character's name on it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
That's
Willard
interesting.
Lee Jacobson. And I can control him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Defector.
Oh, I'm gonna go up this way.
Because, yeah, you should be able to double-click on the units and then assign them to the character sheets.
Yeah, well, the circle unit that is running down the hill towards the enemy, that should be one of my units and appears to be currently assigned to Mike's control.
Yeah, I have no
And attached
control
to
over
my
any of
character
my
sheet.
units.
All right. Well, yeah, because I put them out there and I have not assigned them to your character sheets yet.
So
So
we
let
need to
me,
slow our rolls.
yeah, let me delete Lee.
Thank you. The ones that I put are the ones that are associated in my character sheet already. It's just for whatever reason the image is really fucking small. I'll have to replace them at some point.
All right, now. Okay, we still never made character sheets for the. The rest of your guys.
When you made the tank tokens, did you have to scale them up before you brought them into Roll20?
No.
Oh, because I didn't scale mine either. It's just weird that like mine come in so small. I may try to scale them up anyway.
Let me pull out the old chain of command sheet. Go down to the Hoodoo Hussars.
In command. Who needs that? We're just winging it, right? I'm just doing what the comms guy tells me to do. I figure he's in charge.
He who controls the megaphone controls all.
For some reason, I can only ever hear orders from the communications guy. So I figured out he's in charge.
And the funny thing is he's technically the lowest ranking of the three of you.
I know, it's
Hilarious.
hilarious. We played in a Firefly RPG for years, and it was ran on the Traveler system, and my character was the captain of our crew, and his main weapon was a good charisma, speech, and a megaphone.
Excellent.
He was like the Kate Sith of the whole Firefly universe. He would go into like a firefight with a megaphone and usually come out winning with nobody even firing a shot. He was all about talking down fights, and when he did fight, he was all about a sword because he was in the Navy. He always served on ships. Guns weren't all that conducive with living on a ship.
So,
He was a
are we
real
trying to
fun character.
reset up where we were at when we left off last?
Well, where
I don't
you
remember.
either left off On the ridge
We
doing the
just-
scouting, or you went back to report to Cabrera?
Yeah, I think the last we left off because I don't think like we saw the blips and then we ended it. So
Okay.
So I think like me and one of Eric's guys is up on this ridge, and I think the rest of Eric's guys and Zero's guys were in the valley. Like,
Yeah.
Irish.
My guys have no point in popping up over that ridge unless we plan on firing, really.
You spend all that time climbing that hill and then go, oh shit.
Well, there's a saying from old Terra that goes, something about choose the hill you die on or something like that.
I choose not this hill.
And you don't see me on top of it, do you?
All right. Are you missing a dervish?
Yes.
Repo Man.
And that round mech of yours is your Phoenix?
Yes.
Okay. Dervish.
Okay. I can't select it.
No, you can't because I haven't done anything
Alright.
to it yet. Represent
Does
character
Firestarter have,
Dervish.
like, pilot lights running on his flamers?
Yes.
I love that.
The fire starter also doubles as the kitchen when we're deployed. We just have him squat down with a flamer, pilot light, and everybody just cooks off of it. Roast hot dogs.
Well, after the terrific crash of 2200, we got to keep the natural gas industry going.
All right. Now,
I
which
thought
one?
we were like plasma powered from Space Magic anyway.
All right. You are Lee, Jamie, and Ding, because Whisper is captured.
Yeah, stop rubbing it in.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that either. No mech warrior left behind.
Right? I really want him out to rescue us. As if like we had the forces to mount the rescue off against this.
Hey, that never stopped them in an 80s action movie, my God, and it won't stop us.
So I just realized that I messed up the scale horrendously.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
When we were operating down here, this whole area was like a 1.5 kilometer map. Now it's like 200 meters.
When we were operating here, the map included down past here.
Let me see.
Because this fork is where we escaped from. This bottom fork existed on the old map.
So you just need about roughly septuple the number of hexes.
All right.
And that's honestly about.
Hang on. I can
I mean, it's
see
a little over.
because I've got
We'll just move
I've got
one
the
hex
the map
every
Oh.
6 turns.
Okay, so the base itself was supposed to be 500 meters.
Okay. Look, I'm not. All right, that's fair.
So
Whatever. Who cares?
I guess. Whoa! Whoops! Wrong map.
Ooh.
And now it's 120 meters. Okay, so I screwed up the scale a little bit. It's fine.
We wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I know, but I'm me.
We would have rolled with it like happy little puppies.
We're still gonna roll with it. I
Yeah.
think, so it's fine.
All right, so all the little xenomorph squirrel things. That was just me using way too big of a brush to draw a random shape and have that be debris from the previous battle.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's not sensor contacts.
No, that's just debris.
It could be Spuds McKenzie with a cone of shame on.
I thought we did detect some guys though. Didn't we?
You did. You had spotted some guys. I just didn't put them on the token layer because I thought that you were back reporting.
I mean, yeah, we can go back and report. Let's make that our first thing, because that would be the thing that we would do, right?
Yeah, because I'd much rather have a battle master here than not have a battle master here if it's at all an option.
What? You want a battle master?
So,
Hey, the name says it all.
So what are the chances we could tight beam this?
Hey,
so
you know,
tight
that's-
beaming is actually something that I was thinking about. Why can't I change that? I don't know why I can't change that.
You think the comms guy should be able to relay you guys? No problem, Bob.
So, what I was thinking was that, like, on every hilltop, well, okay, maybe not every hilltop, but, you know, every, like, line of sight set of hilltops, there would be a tight beam communication relay that beams directly to the other tight beam communications. So you have to have line of sight with those towers. You have to know where the towers are. You have to be able to, you know, engage the encryption of the towers, and then you can access communications through them. So, like, if somebody tries to relay a message out to you guys, and it, you know, goes out to the towers in the area, and you don't connect, then it just kind of gets stored in the towers, and then once you connect to it, then it broadcasts to you.
So we can leave messages the same way.
Right.
So, you know, going off of that, I could connect, in theory, if I had line of sight right now, and send in the report, retrieve anything waiting on us.
What's this palm tree doing out here? But yeah, yeah, you guys could tap into the tower network and beam a message back.
Well, I am going to relay to the communications guy, because I figure the communications guy probably knows where all that shit is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I say the communications guy's probably just gonna log on and get things connected and just middleman all comms for you.
Yeah, because I
Dowdy
think
top anyway.
Cabrera's Battlemaster would be the only mech that has an improved communication suite that notionally in game allows for satellite uplink. And what I was trying to do was think of a different way of utilizing that feature, and the hilltop tight beam is what I came up with.
Well, does this planet have moons? And if so, did anybody bother placing mirrors on them?
The moon's already reflecting light from the sun. It's mirror enough, soldier.
No, I was thinking like you could use the mirror like one of the moon landings placed there back in the 60s or 70s actually. It just,
One of those
if
things
you
where you
really
bounce.
knew where things are, you could just bounce it off a moon.
Right. One of those things where they measured the distance to the moon to within like fractions of a millimeter by bouncing it off a laser that's on the surface. Or off a mirror.
Pictures of powerful lasers doing it with the right filters are real pretty too.
Everyone knows the Star League faked those landings. There's no one on the moon.
Yeah, and everybody knows the inner sphere is flat.
I mean, that's why all the maps are two-dimensional.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
I've yet to see a map of the inner sphere from a different angle.
On the MTF Navigator sphere, that's really a globe. They may be portrayed as a globe, but it's still flat.
And we all know it loops around on itself, so that if you head one direction out in the periphery, you're going to come back the other way, the other side.
Yep.
So does that mean that the Taurians could launch a surprise attack on the clan homeworlds?
Absolutely.
Who's
they're the
to
closest
say
ones
they're
to
not
home.
already? Yeah, who's to say they're not already in cahoots?
They are the clan homeworlds.
You go so far into Taurian space, you wind up at Strata Machti. Whatever.
All right. So, what report are you sending back?
Yeah, I'm just a relay here, not the one reporting.
Well, I don't remember what it was that we saw, because it's been like... So I am going to report what we saw a month ago.
What? A month ago? Jeez. This is old data.
That's creative evasion.
Well...
No, that's fair. All right, so a month ago you reported having eyes on a chicken walker mech, a humanoid mech, and a tank amongst the
That's right.
battlefield.
Thank you. Yes, that is exactly what I report. And that De La Cruz relays.
All right.
Or he reports relayed through De La Cruz's vast electronic suite.
Hey, I was just letting you know. I didn't know you just hit the forward button.
Yeah, but I won't hit reply all.
Oh, good.
That's how he earns his salary.
Dang it, we had the Starlink CC'd on this for some reason.
Damn it!
Why?
Meanwhile, Amaris is BCC.
Right? Unfortunately, he's unable to check his messages while he's at Golden Corral.
It's not good cell reception there.
Yeah.
Grab your bib. We're going in.
He wants that all-you-can-eat crab. All right.
I mean, it's a good Mac. Why not?
That's one of my favorite text talks quotes. He calls all you can eat crab legs is a theory and not a fact.
And I proved it at Red Lobster.
Oh, so you're one of the reasons they went bankrupt.
I am. When they stopped doing all-you-can-eat crab legs, they said it's not the people who get a second or a third serving, it's the people who are getting a fifth or a sixth. And for my 16th birthday, I was taken to Red Lobster for all-I-could-eat crab, and after 2.5 hours, I had eaten 10 pounds of crab. And I wasn't done yet. Everyone else that I was with was just bored, so we went home and stopped at Taco Bell on the way.
Wow. So someone was high.
No, that was just my natural state. I was a furnace. I think I may have been feeding a tapeworm. I ate an inhuman amount of food back then.
Man, nothing quite like a chaser for seafood than Taco Bell.
Right?
Well, I mean, if he ate that much, fourth meal seems very, appropriate in a Hobbit sort of way.
Yes, very much so. When I first saw Fellowship of the Rings and the Hobbits Pippin's describing their meal times, I'm like, yes, oh my god, I have found my people. Anyway. Alright.
So what's he respond with?
Let's see. You guys, I'm trying to think of what the time of day of this was. You guys were out here, you told you to report. You guys were to be on site by noon and report back by 2, if I remember correctly. And so, since you guys are not manually walking back to report, we can just say it's 12:30.
It's lunchtime. We're reporting back over tea and biscuits.
Right, right.
Can't miss tea time.
Cabrera doesn't respond. He's too busy manning the barbecue. No, I'm kidding. He responds back saying, crap. We need to get the last of these civilians and supplies out of here. Are they moving? And that's the end of his transmission.
They were moving southeast, right?
No, they were stationary.
Well, they were stationary. Okay. Then I send that back. At the time that we had eyes on them, they were not on the move.
All right. He sends back, copy, leave one fast unit for further reconnaissance. Everyone else report back to camp.
Okie dokie.
Under that.
Now we talk about how to strike them.
How to smite them.
The dervish pilot looks over at the 3 locusts and thinks, yeah, I'm not going to be one of the fast ones.
Yeah, I'm leaving Shadow behind.
All right. Shadow them. It's in my name. The next time you go back, he's like, I am hiding in the humanoid mech's shadow. He doesn't see me.
He just has his locust laying down behind another locust, like feet to feet.
He just shimmies along the ground whenever the other locust moves.
Like, man, how they get that to work?
That doesn't even make sense. Don't think about it too hard, sir. Alright. So is everyone trying to move your way back?
Are we coming back to the base itself?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
we are coming back.
They'll be coming around the mountain when they come.
We're back.
Wahoo.
That's the story.
Oh, hey. While I'm thinking about it, I should probably... actually put a battle master in the thing.
That would definitely help my morale.
It's just an icon of a double barrel shotgun.
Chuck Norris face.
Can you get a double snub nose PVC on a Battlemaster?
Maybe if you tried hard enough.
I should go see if there is one. That'd be amazing.
The original artwork portrayed it as having like a double barrel snub nose PPC.
Oh yeah, well because of the anime, right?
Right.
The was it Dugram?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Dogram.
Back in second edition, it could rip it out of its own hand and use it as a club.
That was the kind of the stuff that always boggled my mind. It's like, how is it taking up internal space when it's an externally held firearm?
Right?
Oh yeah, for like all of those anime rip-off mechs, like the Wasp, it's holding on to a gun pod, but that's it.
Yeah.
Structure.
Right.
And they could all rip it out of their hand and use it as a club, like Phoenix Hawk had one too.
Yeah. All right.
It wasn't perfect, but it's what we had.
The PPC X on the Battlemaster MechWarrior 5 is just, it's natural. It's like it was meant to have it.
Well, and that's like the closest thing to a snub-nosed PPC in that game.
It practically is. I don't even get why they called it a PPC-X. They should have just called it snub PPC. Everybody would have got it.
Right? Like,
They were trying to be subtle.
I love that blazer, though. A Black Knight set up with it just annihilates things.
A clan LB10X takes 5 critical slots. So that's so that you cannot get a double barrel shotgun and still have an elbow. You can only do that with arm joints. LB
Maybe if you went AC5s?
Yeah, maybe LB5. Snub-nosed PPC is only 2 critical slots. You could absolutely put a double-barrel snub-nosed PPC on it.
there you go, man. It was always meant to be an energy cannon.
Yep.
You get your double-barrel shotgun of lightning. What more could you want?
Yeah. The LB5X, the clan one, takes up 4 slots. So they could do a double-barrel long-range shotgun.
This sounds like a misnomer in terms. Double barrel, long range shotgun.
Well, you could use the solid slug instead of the buckshot.
Right.
That's right.
Which, I'm sorry, I'm just going to say that for my own internal headcanon and understanding, regardless of game rules, an LB5X using solid rounds, an Ultra Autocannon 5, and an Autocannon 5 are all using the exact same ammunition.
Blasphemy.
Depending on who manufactured it. But then you're getting into lore.
Right.
It just makes sense, though.
Right. Yeah, because some lore is like, oh yes, the Autocannon 5 is a 120 millimeter gun that shot 3 shots. Others are like, no, it was a single shot of a 90 millimeter. It's like, well, wait a minute, what?
Well, it says back in the original autocannon descriptions that they can be burst fire, single shot. It just kind of varies on mech and manufacturer.
Right.
There's like no standard. This is an autocannon 5, and this shoots this many times. Period. Like,
Right, because basically the issue is that the people writing the novels didn't actually understand cannons.
right.
And so they just wrote whatever sounded good.
But I do like how MechWarrior 5 kind of integrates that. You get to choose between whether you have a burst fire or single shot.
Yeah, the one problem I have is that the burst fires effectively become LBXs.
Yeah. And they do more damage.
Yeah. Tier 5 autocannon 20 burst does 36 damage.
Also, the main reason I like them, those are projectile speed. They're more accurate for it. Anyway, we're off topic, kind of.
Again. We excel at that. Alright.
So I got Shadow running in low power mode so that he's less detectable. He's got the radar and passive. He's mostly using like
The Mark
actual
1 eyeball
ocular equipment in order to scout rather than sensor equipment because he doesn't want to get detected. He's hiding in the trees next to this
relay.
palm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is connected to this relay.
Right.
The happy little tree with some birds.
It's like Minecraft-sized biomes. We immediately go from the pine forest to a tropical as we go eastward.
Yeah.
You know, towards the equator.
Right.
Well, I heard Shadow running in there, so I'm going into the Matrix.
All right. Have fun.
And I'm going to review my spells.
Going into Astro Base.
All right. So
The Johnson calls you up, and
I roll 30d6. I only got 2 successes.
They all came up once.
Except for that one critical success, it rolls a 6 like 9 times.
It just keeps exploding.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a time that rolling 9 defense dice it had exploding 1, so I had 12 degrees of failure. So, like, a moderate stun became a deadly wound.
Man, that's not. Man, I don't like exploding failures. It should always be exploding successes.
Yeah. Now, Shadowrun definitely had some bullshit with that.
I think they were in league with the D6 industry.
Right?
Big D6.
Fast enough.
Yeah, Big D6 really wanted to push them all.
Big D6.
So, I mean, that 30 D6 was sadly not much of an exaggeration.
No, it really wasn't. I definitely had rolls of like 12 and 15 D6 before.
Oh, man. Heaven forbid if you were a troll. Oh, make a body check. Well, I'm going to need everyone's D6s.
Yeah.
All in.
And they all came up 1. I sneezed and killed myself in the process. Alright. So, y'all meet up. Kupanara is saying, alright, we can get everyone moving within 2 hours. Or we can try to wait for the cover of nightfall. If they're not moving, I don't like how close they are, but I think it's better if we wait.
Well, they really only have one safe path to us because the nuke going off at the base closed down that route, and the prevailing winds is carrying the radiation northwest, so they can't travel south from where their ship's down without going through it. Which means the only way they could really get to us was over mountains or from some way from the south.
Yeah, they'll have to get through Shadow or go around the whole mountain.
I guess that's true.
Or
we'll have plenty of
we'd be
warning if
sitting
they start
ducks if
moving.
their aerospace assets can cut through and see us during the evening hours.
This also means that over the cover of darkness, we could hit them from pretty much anywhere and take them by surprise.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen their aerospace since the first hours of the assault.
Hopefully you've seen our aerospace since the first hours of the assault.
Well, definitely have not seen ours.
I haven't seen any aerospace since the initial engagement.
Then I guess we can only assume it was a 1-for-1 trade and the last two killed each other.
It's certainly looking like that. Because surely we would have seen scouting flights if they
Or
had
this.
anything left. And we
or
would...
the winners.
Right. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to spend the afternoon with one of the convoy drivers. Actually, probably with all the convoy drivers. We are going to go over the terrain between here and the nearest city so that they can plot a map, plot a course, and by cover of night, they're going to have to just do their best to get to the nearest city while we mount a counterattack against what's left.
It's the safest way to make sure the civilians get out unharassed by making sure the enemy's harassed in the meantime.
Right. We know that they have no more dropships in system. We saw to that. And unless they already had something moving through the southeast area, which we have not seen any signs of that, then we know that everything that they have is boxed up just to the northeast of us. So with the civilians moving southwest, the radioactive passage blocks their quickest way to get to us. They should be able to outrun anything that would be trying to chase them down. So I think by cover and night they should be good to go.
And with Zeta Company out of the way, thanks to the nuke, hopefully what's left is in a bit of lack of command disarray.
We can hope. Alright. So, make whatever last minute preparations you guys need. We're going to begin a guerrilla campaign against the remnants of these Starleague forces. De La Cruz, you should probably make sure to stock up on supplies in the back of your truck.
Actually, is there any way we can send any of those? Or never mind. Those are kind of our deployed supplies, aren't they, at this point? Kind of like the community chest?
Pretty much.
Okay, yeah, so everybody should stock up from the trunk of the Prowler, which means the Prowler needs to be not somewhere getting shot at, preferably. If you want to eat tonight, nothing hits that Prowler.
Tyr counts up and packs away his bottles of wine.
Right, it's one of his inventory items.
And De La Cruz pulls his necklace off and starts trying to find a song.
If only we could actually play the music through Discord.
I can always link it. But I haven't put any thought into this one yet.
Yeah. Oh. Roll20 has a jukebox, but that's probably an advanced feature that you gotta pay for.
Yeah, and it probably has some sort of copyright protection.
No.
You can upload things to it.
Music and click the Manage Audio button above to get started adding music.
Yeah.
It just takes up space in your asset.
Yeah, and when you have the free account, the audio files eat it up fast.
Okay. Huh.
So.
Well, something to keep in mind for future events. All right.
I guess now the question is, what level of troll do I want to put into this song? Oh,
for your
I'll
comms ECM broadcast.
yeah, I think I got it.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. All right, on the radio tonight.
Yes.
The runner-up was "I Got Spurs That Jingle, Jingle, Jingle."
No, you can never go wrong with Pat Benatar.
Is there any opportunity to try and do maintenance or repairs on our mechs while we're waiting?
You want that arm back? I know it.
Well, I mean, I have armor missing on Shadow, but Shadow's off doing stuff. But Ding is missing a leg and torso armor, and apparently both him and Shadow have internal damage.
Oof.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody's already Pat Benatar'd them.
Shadow
Oh.
only has one internal on his torso when he should have 2 max, and is missing an armor. And then Ding also only has 1 internal on his torso when he should have 2 max, and is missing an armor on his torso and left leg.
Well, oh dear.
And I have a mechanic duct taped to the cockpit of Lee's mech, so I can put him to work. It's just a matter of whether or not we have some resources to do anything.
No. Out here, you do not have resources for armor and structure repair. Those would have been at Fob Crater.
That's fine. Well, yeah, none of them were available there, so that's probably why they're still in that state.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. I think you had said that last time too, but it's been like a month, so I had forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, so the nearest facility with repair capability is the enemy Overlord dropship.
You want
Boys,
repair, soldiers? You're going to get through that line to that dropship.
boys, I
New
think
objective.
It's time we steal an Overlord. We're gonna
I-
call it Operation Steal an Overlord.
I sincerely call this being a little thing I've been interested in since the very beginning. Since it first came out of someone's mouth. Oh, I want that Overlord.
Operation Egg Basket Stealing.
Operation Under Peasant.
Under Peasant. Yes.
Operation Under Peasant is to take an Overlord.
That's the name of my protomech that I pilot.
The Under Peasant.
The Underpeasant. It's like the smallest thing I can think of that's from compared to an Overlord.
Oh, well, see, now you got some interesting plans here. You can either assault the enemy force with hit and run tactics, or you can try to steal an Overlord.
We don't know what's guarding the Overlord. We need
Hey,
to get
I
eyes
was-
on that.
I was raised on Star Wars, okay? There is no try. We either take or do not take the Overlord.
I don't know. I think the raw firepower of the Overlord will take out our little company.
Yeah, I don't think I can outrun that, especially if we're trying to run towards it.
I have a different plan. See,
I thought we already had our orders.
yeah, we might have orders, but if we're going to take that Overlord, I've got a different plan.
Actually, I'm just going to point out, in a bit of irony, a Locust has enough movement to get from long range to point blank in one sprint.
Oh, good. Just enough to get point-blank shot to death.
Or just enough to get inside and open an empty bay. before.
Yeah, but like, why would the bays be open?
Damaged? They've deployed their mechs. They've got mechs on deployment.
They would close the bays when the mechs aren't there. Like, that's like leaving your drawbridge open because you have knights out of your castle. Like, you would close that shit back up.
Hey, we all know that drawbridges are left down until the enemy horde starts coming up.
Right.
I'll be right back. I'm getting a phone call.
All right.
It uses more resources to bring them up, the way I see it, because then they're having to live on the ship. Whereas if they're deployed and they can live on the ground, the ship's not using as many resources.
Yeah. Plus, natural ventilation for the bay.
Exactly.
The only problem is
fire
that...
starter got in there.
What's that?
Be a shame if a fire starter got in there.
Yep. But I think we should try to talk them down. See, from what I'm thinking here, they've lost a lot of their best units. They're about to see what they got left defending them get tore apart. We've sent survivors back who can attest to our benevolence, or at least mercy. And if we extend an olive branch and say, hey, if you walk away from that dropship, we'll let you take whatever trucks and supplies you need to walk away from it, as long as you're walking away from it.
We promise we won't shoot you in the back with its PPCs.
Hey, are your engineers there? Ask them if we're good for it.
Oh,
And
the
if
engineers
you walk
got caught in the nuclear blast. Oh no, they headed up the other pass.
Yeah, they headed the other way. They should have been back by now and safe. So, like, if those guys are back, they can tell you we're good for our word. Walk away from it, and you'll live. Find another way home, or just, live here.
Welcome to the periphery.
You're with the Concordant now. Help us get your friends off our lawn.
Too bad there's that pesky radiation that's in the way there.
Pesky, hell, that's a bargaining chip. You can either walk away in a safe direction, or we push you into the not one.
I just mean that makes it harder to approach unseen.
Does it? Because these mechs should be pretty much safe from it if they're meant to weather it, extreme climates and inhospitable stuff. They should be able to walk through the radiation, shouldn't they?
As long as their armor's intact.
I am back.
So-
What did I miss?
So technically, the Prowler could prowl through the radiation.
We're actually talking about the viability of Operation Under Peasant.
It's a great mission name.
I don't think we have the force for it. And we can't get to it without being.
We don't need the
detected.
Force. That's what we were discussing. Is these guys have just lost all their best in combat to a nuke. They are about to see what they've got left guarding them get cut to ribbons in front of them, one way or another. And all we have to do is say, walk away away from the radiation. We'll let you take food and whatever trucks. Ask the engineers if we're good for our word.
So rather than attacking the forces that are over here, we're going to force their retreat and then advance on the dropship?
We are going to neutralize, one way or another, the forces that are protecting the dropship.
So we're gonna attack these forces first.
Then we're going to
whatever
give.
we have left, we then take to the dropship.
We issue a warning, or more accurately, an ultimatum to the dropship to get the fuck off our new dropship.
Well, why can't they just leave?
It's damaged. That's why they're here. That's why they were trying to raid our base to get parts to fix their ship. They can't leave.
Oh. Well, if we already know that, okay, yeah. I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, I'm game.
It's
Fuck it,
ripe
do
for
it.
the plucking. We should pluck it. We should we should take out their defenders, use that as a stern warning to get off our property. That includes our new overlord you're on.
What are
And-
you thinking, Blinky?
I don't know. I'm not so keen on advancing on a superior force on their terrain. I still think they've got a lot more units up their sleeve.
Their terrain. Look, are you a
that's-
Taurian or are you not? This is your
Right.
line.
This is our terrain. This whole
Yeah,
ball
it's our
is
terrain, but they're standing on that piece of ground.
And that's what this is all
my
about.
concern. Is that like we're gonna get over there and say get off our lawn, and then they're gonna have more guys than us and more guns than us, because we only know about what we saw over here, and that may not be everything that's over there. That's just what we saw. But I mean, that's part one anyway. So, like, even in order to consider doing Operation Under Chicken, we have to do our actual objective of routing these guys. So we might as well route these guys and then see where we're at after that.
Here's what I'm thinking. I can have my tanks get on this ridge where we have shadow right now. Let me get my little blinker thingy out, or tool to draw. So I get my tanks around here.
I see.
All right. So we get our locusts, our fast movers, to come in from the south, the horns.
I mean, it's the only way we can come from.
We run them around the back to get their attention. Meanwhile, our LRMs also being back here somewhere. My tanks, once you have their attention, advance to the top to jam and lay down Gauss rifle fire. The LRMs do indirect LRM support on whatever's chasing you, as you all loop back around to exit the horns again.
So basically, we're gonna send the bug band out as bait,
Well,
so
the
that
thing to
you
remember
guys
is
can
that
LRM anything that chases them.
this bullseye of death represents
Yeah, well,
like. So if you put
That's
this
short,
over
medium range.
over shadow, yeah, this is point blank, short, medium, long range.
Oh crap!
So
Okay,
an
so that's
LRM from the
exactly-
mountaintop is only going to reach the bottom of the mountain.
Oh yeah, that whole scale thing again too. Okay, well, scratch that idea.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Destiny scale hexes, not tabletop scale hexes.
Is there a button for deleting all the stuff you've drawn real quick?
You can go back to your select tool, and then you can click and drag over your stuff, and it will select on, and then you can hit delete.
Oh, okay. Yay, and I still have all my units.
Yep. That's the important thing. All right. I mean, if
So you never mind on that plan.
I mean, we can still do the send bug band out from the horns and back. It's just you guys got to come charging down that hill.
Right.
As bug band is coming up this way, around the time that we're coming around this way, you guys need to be coming down this way, or better, this way to intercept.
Okay. Yeah. So I will bring my tanks out, something like this, and we'll do kind of a rolling turret, pew pew, get their attention and start
Oh, that
rolling
would work,
back
too.
this way. Once we
And-
get their attention, you can flank them. Since you've got twice the speed as we do, they're going to be chasing us. They're probably not going to be much faster than us, so you can use us as bait for once and get in behind them. And the LRMs can just shoot fish in a barrel.
Well, then would it be better to have you coming out of the horns and then I come running down the hill because I can intercept faster and get behind them?
Well, I was thinking coming down the hill because I got a lot less speed. So I'd already be closer here. getting to
Okay.
the horns would take a real long time for me.
Or at least
Compared
getting
to
out
you.
of there from the horns.
Right.
Because
That's fair.
what's the speed on your?
Well, I mean, he'd have
Your
to
tank's
escape through
like
the
2?
horns. He'd have to escape through the horns anyway, because he's not escaping back up the hill.
Well, I've got to get up one side of it one way. I figure I can get back up the other side of it the same way.
Right, but then you're coming up while under fire, and
Right.
that's why going through the valley where it's flat land might be easier for you.
The demon tanks and
Even
the prowler.
even if you're coming downhill the way that you're coming, I'm saying your exit is still probably that way.
Well, see, here's the thing. I wasn't really planning on an exit. If I have
Well,
to
hopefully
exit,
by the
this
time you
plan
get
went
there,
wrong.
we'd have taken care of them. But if we haven't, that's a more ideal exit than up the hill.
Yeah,
We also don't want to lure them back to the cities.
the
So
horns.
we can't retreat anywhere that's leading back to the west.
So, the horns is basically going to be the route I'm going to be traveling in. If we're looking like we have the advantage when I get to the horns, we'll loop it back around.
Yeah. And
If it looks like we don't have the advantage, we escape through the horns.
we'll have Bugman emerge from the horns, because then it looks like our forces are coming from the southeast.
Right. And that gives them a good flanking chance, and it helps take the fire off us, and it makes sure the bug band's not
And it
getting
protects
all
the
fire.
cities we're trying to evacuate.
Mm-hmm. And that leaves the LRMs pretty much enter this scene however they wish to do so, but they're going to have to be relatively close.
Probably more likely closer to your tanks.
I'm thinking behind my tanks.
Flank.
Like if this blue line's the route my tanks take, like the LRMs go just inside of it, almost like using the tanks as cover in a way, because they're going to have similar ranges with the Gauss rifles anyway, and the Prowler has LRMs.
Close on a turret.
Yep. The only things on the Prowler not on the turret is the SRMs.
And those are side facing, right? No, that's those are the demons that have the side facing lasers.
They're on the side of the turret. I don't know if they're side facing. I didn't think they were.
Alright, so the goal we're looking for here is to tie down the enemy forces to give our civilians time to retreat. Is
Yep.
that what we're looking at?
I'm Tarian. I'm looking for total annihilation of the enemy, then enjoy picking through their wreckage. But
Oh, there's plenty of wreckage out there.
yeah, we're about to make plenty more scrap.
You can basically consider each one of those little weird shapes to be the wreckage of a mech or tank or aerospace.
Well, dang, where's the 7 or 8 that we left behind in our field
We're not watching that field; it's all irradiated.
then?
All those units glow at night.
Well, I was considering taking the Prowler and the tanks through that as a potential exit, but I was like, well, if they're wounded or take any damage, then they're not going to be able to go through it. So better go through the horns.
Are we good to set up, or do we need to change the plan, or?
I
It
just
sounds like it's pretty much nailed to me. If anybody's got any additions or comments, etc.
I mean, not that my vote counts or anything, but I just had an evil thought.
Oh God, the GM had an evil thought.
Save it for when you're spending your story points.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because it involves something for you guys to do. That the Prowler, because it's a completely sealed vehicle, could drive right through the radiation up to the Overlord
Yeah.
and between its onboard jamming and the radioactive effects, the radiation effects, until it has line of sight with the Overlord, it would be undetected.
Yeah, something similar to that crossed my mind. I just didn't explore it incredibly far. So I'm like, once up to the Overlord, what does a single Prowler do?
Right.
Even if I jam them, do whatever, I'm just a single Prowler against the Overlord. What am I going to do?
See
My
if
whole
there's an
plan
open
on-
bay for you to drive inside and then just capture it from the inside by yourself.
Okay, so I'm one life Latino from an inhospitable world in Torian Concordia with a pistol. What am I going to do against an entire Overlord crew?
See, if you were in Abuela, you could beat him with your chancala.
See, my whole plan hinges on we trash whatever's left out there, and then make a very persuasive argument to get the fuck out. Just go. Leave us our drop ship and go. We'll let you live if you just do that. Because then we hopefully broke their morale enough that they are willing to consider it, since we showed mercy on their engineers, and their engineers have relayed that fact, hopefully.
Yes, mercy on their engineers, as I have one still.
They're using us as a plate of armor.
No, not on the outside. He's at least in the cockpit. He's just extremely uncomfortable, hot, and cramped.
He's on the dash as a bobblehead. He doesn't like how his head bobbles, but hey.
Alright. Let me double check. Alright. Actually, I'm probably going to want to leave that out here like this. Alright, so since Cabrera is leaving the civilians to their own devices, he is going to take up position. Let's see.
Actually, I have an oddball idea. I was just going to have Salazar set this one out, but now I'm kind of thinking have her go driving up the far edge, popping off sensor probes, and let her be the squirrel at the dog track. And when they catch Salazar, Salazar spins around, comes back south, then the plan starts going exactly like we said, except they're already brought south and the tanks move in on them, kind of flanky.
Yeah, because that thing's fast as hell.
It's like, I think it's like an 8 movement in normal
What is it?
rules. My scout car with the sensors.
Oh, she's called a scout car.
Yeah, it really something similar. Yeah, it's like
Wheeled scout.
Yeah, that's it.
So that'd
It's
give
just
it
a scout car.
Yeah, that'd give it 4 movement on this scale, or 8 if it's dashing.
And my tanks, everything else in my group was a 4-6, so I guess that would be a 3 on this scale.
2.
2. Okay, that's what I thought. Make sure. 4
Yeah,
if it's dashing.
Right. Yeah, everything divides by 2, rounds up, and then you double it for a run, and when you run, you cannot fire. Well, I would say a mech cannot fire. A tank crew could fire at disadvantage because the person driving is not the person shooting, except for your prowler.
And I just imagine this German with a mug of beer on the barrel of his tank going, I take that personally.
Gyro stabilized, holding a beer stein on the end of the Gauss rifle.
Yeah. Like, this baby's accurate and hit a fleet 1,000 yards. And a full trot.
That was the coolest video of their tank demo. Watch us balance beer while we go over these moguls.
Alright, so... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Is it really worth risking my scout vehicle for probes we probably wouldn't really benefit from at this current time? I'm leaving Salazar at base. This is going to be a standing fight, and that is not a standing fight vehicle.
Alright.
When we move on this scale, are we moving at movement rating or
Movement rating.
double for run?
Yeah, movement rating and double for run.
Okay.
So-
and if I run, does that prevent shooting, or is that like a sprint, or is
Yeah.
that just like a run?
That's a sprint.
Okay, cool. So it's double movement or movement and shoot.
Yes,
Gotcha. Okay, just want to double check. It's been a while,
it has.
and it's been even longer since we've done
Actual net combat.
right.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna start things off. Yeah. And
I guess it's going to be the tanks coming down the hill to get their attention first.
Oh, that's right, because I'm coming out. That's right, I'm coming out to try and flank.
Yeah,
To
after I
intercept.
start bringing them that way, exactly.
Right.
So-
Okay. Cool. Then you start.
We'll be coming down the mountain when we come. Yeehaw. And about that time, no, I'm not going to start blasting Pat Benatar yet. I want eyes on something.
Alright.
So we
You-
going turn by turn at this point? Because I moved as if it was a turn.
Yes.
Okay, and I went in a sprint because I ain't gonna shoot at. So
Right, so as you come barreling down the tree line, give me a perception check.
B, make sure I got that right. Yep. Dang.
Alright.
I don't see how Edge would really help me there either. Oh well, I don't see it.
You see the biggest mech you have ever laid eyes upon.
Super heavy tripod.
That third leg's in the front. I'm really worried now. Biggest mech I've ever laid eyes on. So Atlases, to the common knowledge, do not exist at this current juncture. Asterisks.
to
So
your
Doesn't look like a
knowledge,
skullhead though.
right. That's what I mean.
yeah, you see the spooky skull face. You are thinking, "Dear God, what is that thing?"
That's what the pain means.
Yes.
I'm just going to, while I'm in awe flying down this hill, I am going to take a still of this thing and relay it back through the top beam to Bigwig. I forgot his name. Cabrera.
And he's gonna go, "What
no
the
word.
fuck?"
Yeah, that's pretty much subject. WTF? Question mark! Exclamation point! Number one. He opens it up and he's gonna be like, well, WTF! Exclamation point! Question mark! Number one.
Why is there a giant skull with shoulder pads out on the battlefield?
Well, it don't change nothing. I ain't gonna make no cheesy bigger they are reference like the beginning of MechWarrior 5. I hate that dialogue.
Alright, so that's round
Yeah,
one.
they want to.
It doesn't move yet. It has not yet reacted to you barreling down the side of the mountain. So you can go ahead and begin round two.
Maybe we caught them sleeping. Quick, knock it over.
There's a hammock
Okay.
between its legs.
Tie its shoelaces together.
I wish it was possible for me to move the whole little ring of death
Oh,
to the horde.
I can. Let me move that.
Put
thing
it on the atlas if you do not mind.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yes. Okay. That helps me plan from.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to put it on the map layer so that it could kind of be under everything.
Yeah, and if the atlas is going to be the object of our affection for the next little bit, it might as well be centered on it because it kind of does the job. All right, well, so a sprinting atlas is only going to do like 2 in these rules.
Correct.
Okay. We are dauntless in our dumb fuckery in hoodoo hussars. Atlas, fuck it, don't care. Keep trucking.
Alright. This time he does turn. And he does start moving.
And that's when Hit Me With Your Best Shot starts playing.
Now make another perception check.
So
You should
quick,
be able to
somebody
get that
blow
one.
on my virtual dice. Yay!
Okay. You see the tank now.
Yay! Oh. Is there... Does it, like, stand out to me as any model I'm familiar of?
That looks familiar to me, but I can't place the name.
I don't think Demolishers quite exist yet. They
No,
might.
Demolishers don't exist yet. They are post Star League.
That's what I thought.
This is the
Manticore?
This is the nightmare that predates the Demolisher.
Shrek?
The Alicorn.
I'm not familiar with that one.
You see that it has 3 big barrels on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Alicorn
Sounds
Mark
tricky.
6. Oh God. All right. Well, I'm not gonna acknowledge. Like, I don't know that information, so I will forget.
I don't like
Alicorn?
that response.
Part unicorn, part Pegasus?
Yes.
How do you spell it? Or Alicorn. A-L-A, okay.
Yeah.
ALI. Oh no, yeah, you're right.
As
Yeah, that's
everyone
how I thought.
as everyone runs to Sarna to see what it is.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
I
I
bring
looked
up
at
My
it,
Little
looked at
Pony.
the armament, went close tab. Forget I saw that.
Ooh, God. I want it. I want it. I want that guy to get the hell out of my tank. And now I
There
have
we
to
go.
ask the question.
Here's the
Is it
Alicorn
possible-
reference I want.
Is it possible to headshot a tank?
No. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, some of those episodes get kind of dark.
pretty badass.
You bet it is.
I just like the one when Rainbow Dash went like Mach 10.
You know what? I had previously thought that the Kelswa assault tank was OP, but never mind. The Alicorn beats it.
Yeah, the Alicorn is it's fucked.
It's
Yeah.
the same freaking weight, the same speed.
I think it should be called the Shriek. If the Shriek has 3 PPCs on 3 Gauss rifles, it should be the Shriek. Just ah!
it's the onion because it'll peel you apart in layers.
Yeah. But the only difference is that, like, the Kelswa drops one of those Gauss rifles for some close range weaponry.
Well,
Oh, and it has case.
we have confirmed that they have at least 2 different units out, because this one's different than the one we saw earlier.
We had a humanoid, we had a tank, we were looking for the chicken leg. Give me catapult.
Well, I mean, I moved for this turn, so
Well, they've all moved for their turn.
with my luck, it's a freaking king crab, and at that point, I'm saying, okay, that's it, abandon all, we're going home. Well, let them follow us in the opposite direction. They're not going to catch us.
They got too many roosters guarding that egg.
That's yeah, and they ain't just roosters, brother. They're cockfighters. They're seasoned, hardened vets of years in the sport of kings.
You gonna start coming about, or
Oh, we're going next turn now.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, go next turn.
They've already gone. And
Okay.
you let me know when I need to go, because I'm just gonna sit here until I'm told to start intercepting. When you start getting uncomfortable, you let me know.
Well, truth be told, I was uncomfortable last turn, but my bravado is going to make sure that I see this through.
Well, when your ass starts feeling the heat, let me know.
I was uncomfortable when I saw the Atlas. Now I'm shitting my pants about there being an alicorn.
The alicorn was an unknown quantity, okay? Us versus the Atlas, fine. I was cool with that. I think we could pull it off. The alicorn's like suddenly, no. No, that sucker's an aggressive suppository injector.
All right, what do we think the chicken walker's gonna be? A cicada?
At this point, I'm worried about king crab.
Well, king crab's not gonna have the range though, and you're gonna be able to outrun that sucker.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that its friends can easily make up for that, and it still has a large laser and LRMs.
Well,
More
that's-
LRMs than I got.
That's true. It depends on what kind of king crab it is.
I got fresh out of the ghetto LRMs. Alright, so if they've already moved, and my turrets are
Ooh,
staying trained.
you're getting in range. Okay.
No, I'm getting to the edge of range.
Well, they're gonna move, so they're gonna get closer.
Yeah, that's kind of.
You-
And I actually moved too far
You're
anyway.
checking the range from the tank also, right?
Well, he's going to be the same as the Atlas, just moved over, so it's going to form a butt.
It's a 6 hacks, so that's gonna be its range right there. 6.
Yep. So yeah.
So
I'm
basically,
working
anything
towards-
that can get inside that outer yellow circle can shoot at the lead tank.
I'm calling calling this the Molly Hatchet approach because I'm flirting with disaster.
All right, you do you.
My worry is it's a fast chicken walker. These guys
Actually-
are kind of slow.
I would prefer a fast chicken walker because then we would at least have the potential to isolate it.
I'm worried it's gonna be more than you can handle on your own.
On my own,
On your own,
I
because
mean,
it'll
you
take me
guys are
time to
here
get
too.
caught up.
Yeah.
I'm so far away. You're on your own for like several rounds.
Well, you might want to start moving then.
All right,
All right.
perception check.
Do your perception check, and then I'll move next.
Well, at least I passed it.
Hooray!
Hooray! I can reveal the last unit.
You realize that the one that you failed, you missaw what the mech was.
Is it a crab?
It is
It's
a
not a king
crab.
crab. It's just a crab.
Little crab. Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's the white fucking bunny rabbit. What are the odds? It's 27 SL.
Very good.
There you go. It's the white fucking rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Get away from it.
The nastiest media mech ever made.
In my opinion, yes. It's the Super 50.
I mean, I love me the Wolverine, but the 27 SL is an unholy abomination.
It is something else entirely. It is an avatar of a vengeful god.
All right. I can move, or are you moving, James?
I just move the enemies. You can move if you want.
All right. I'm gonna move then. 1, 2. Does facing count as a move?
Nope.
Okay, cool. 4, 6, 7, 8, and we're just gonna say I'm facing that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I really feel the clans messed up when they went making 2Cs of riflemans and warhammers, and never a crab 2C.
Right?
My God, imagine a clan 27 SL.
Oh my god. Clan large pulse lasers?
It's moving like a locust, jumping like a phoenix hawk.
Ugh.
All right. Well, that was my move.
I wonder how many people just blow by that mech, see it on the store, and just go, "Oh, it's a crab," and never think twice. Not
That's
realizing
me.
they are passing up all this double heat sink equipped freaking nightmare fuel 50-tonner. It's insane.
Yeah,
It's
'cause, I mean,
fucking
look,
right.
It's got like 20 cooling.
It's up there. I mean, it's packed
More,
full of double
maybe?
heat sinks. It's
Yeah.
got all the high-tech stuff. It has to, because it's got way too much jammed into 50 tons.
It's one of those mechs where like it's actually a 3050 TRO mech. They just retconned it as being a Star League mech that no one ever used.
I'm sure Comstar was fielding plenty of them in Tukiad, is what it comes down to.
Right. Well, like, yeah, that's basically what the 3050 TRO was. Was like, oh yeah, by the way, here's all these actual Star League mechs variants that no one knows about, but Comstar is going to use them at Tukiad.
There's that one badass dual UAC enforcer in there, too, that kind of falls under that category.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's what the Nightstar was in entirely.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the
That-
Nightstar is a result of the American Civil War. It's like, really? Then how come no lore from that period ever talks about it, and it only shows up in the 3050 TRO?
I actually watched that Text Talks today, and he kind of explains it off as it only got like maybe a production run before its factory got destroyed. It only got built for like a year.
Right, yeah, that is the canon explanation, is that it was only in production for like 2 years.
Yeah, it was not long. They did not produce many of them at all.
But I think it was Big Red? Big Red or Sven who was complaining about the Star League era clan busters that never should have existed.
Yeah, Big Red probably. I don't know about Sven, but I've seen the video you're talking about with Big Red.
Yeah.
Going on about that.
Where he says
the
it like
the backwards Cold War.
right,
Between clans and Star League.
the fact that the existence of something like the Night Star makes it so that the King Crab never needed to be made in the first place.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Well, but like, weren't they made in different territories? The inner sphere is huge.
Well,
Like-
the issue is that they were made at different times in our reality.
Well, no, I get that, but I mean, even in lore, the galaxy that we're operating within is extremely large.
Yeah. One thing I can see is that
It's-
AC-20s, while hard to maintain and build, are still easier than a Gauss rifle to produce.
It's
Yeah.
very easy to see one faction making a mech and another faction later making another mech because they didn't have access to the mech that the first faction made. Like,
Well,
But in this case, they both came from the same faction.
right.
oh, well,
That-
okay.
I mean, that is kind of the lore reason for why the Wolverine has an AC-5 instead of a PPC. Is like, oh, well, the Davions couldn't get a hold of any good PPCs back then. They were still very experimental and temperamental.
And that's why they're such autocannon freaks, because they've never had good PPC supply in Davion,
Yeah.
the Federated Sons. They basically have to steal them from Capellans who buy them from Merrick.
Merrick's all about them large lasers. And the Cretans just hate jump jets.
But love pulse lasers.
Yeah.
So are we ready to do another move? Like,
Yeah,
are we keeping the LRM guys back still?
I'm reassessing on the ground. I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and start making my turn back to the southeast, and we can expect to outrun the Atlas and, well, the Antichrist tank there. But that crab we're not going to shake.
The
And
three
what-
cannons going vertically make it look like a Monster Energy tank.
It makes it look like that tank that Fat Electrician was talking about that had all the recoilless rifles strapped to it. The Marines
Oh my
loved
god,
it.
that thing was so cool!
Yeah, that's exactly what that thing reminds me of.
Okay, so yeah, you start making your way down. Bugband will work on trying to intercept that crab because that seems like the biggest problem right now.
Yeah, that crab's our true threat. We can outrun 2/3 of this and harass it at will thanks to speed, but that
Yeah.
crab we can't. We
Okay.
need that crab's our real enemy.
Okay. Well, that's what I'll focus on. What do we want to do for our other lands?
I think
Well,
everyone. I think we should all start maneuvering to intercept the crab, and that's actually what I'm going to radio on comms. That crab's the real threat here. We can outrun the rest. Let's isolate the crab.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I have this guy.
What do you think? Since it's your lance. Blinky.
Oh, this could get dicey fast if they hold together as a cohesive unit.
Well, the locust here can outrun the crab. Everything, and not fast, mind you. It'll take you a couple of turns to get out of its range, and its range is long. But the rest of us, no. There's no way we're going to leave that crab. The LRMs will match speed with it at best, but it can jump too. So you're not going to be jumping stuff to lose it. And it has a lot of firepower.
It's your fault that I even know about this model, Zero.
I know. I got to show you all these cool mechs.
Yeah. You're gonna bring
But
one
it's
of
such
these
an
to.
awesome mech.
You're gonna bring one of these for our Tuki battle, aren't you?
Yeah, when it gets to happen, I probably will because it's such a good mech. You play it like a light mech, and you're like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever created.
You gonna come back around then? Since I think it's
Yeah,
you?
okay. It's movement time now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm distracted.
I think it's you, then enemy, and then the rest of us.
ADHD kicked in. Alright. So,
Highway to Squirrel.
I'm on the highway to Squirrel. No. I'm going to have to make that different because the people in the rear are about to be what the thing is centered on. So he should probably just go ahead and turn. Let the crab come to us. De La Cruz technically doesn't have to use all his sprint. So you know what? Let's change up formation a little. There we go.
So I'll just drop it about here.
If the crab chooses not to engage us, we're going to have to force an engagement with at least just it to satisfy the time burden of this operation. We can't just say, okay, well, that's a wall we're going to bounce off of and leave.
Nothing wrong from withdrawing from a superior force.
No, but in this case, that superior force is going to stomp what we're trying to prevent them from stomping.
If we could bloody their nose a little on our way out, that'd be nice.
I'd like to.
Like I'm not saying we're gonna do anything against the Atlas or even the Alicorn, but like if we could get that crab,
If we can get that crab,
that
and
might
come
that might
out
help
of
us on a
good
future go at these guys.
no, I think we take care of that crab now and come out of it all right, we got a shot. But it all hinges on how this crab fight goes. So we need to feel it out with the crab first. And the thing I'm worried about is if they put them in this shit, well, expect a bunch of guys like that Wolverine. It was, you know, Michael Jackson of the evasion. Just freaking moonwalking past our shots and shit.
I think you eventually landed a round in his leg.
Yeah, you know, when he was like preoccupied from all the other craziness going on at the time. We just had overwhelming with stimuli.
Yeah.
I did Jubilee style sparkles in the eyes.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see, that's their movement. I guess I still need to move the crab.
Meanwhile, hundreds of years in the future, a historian's watching a recording and just dropped a glass and shattered it.
Are the baddies moved?
Yeah, the baddies are moved.
Alright, I know. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay.
moving to pincer you.
Well, you have to think they probably don't know about you other two yet. That crab's gonna be the first one to tell them, oh, there's Locust.
I mean, they can probably visually see us now. Like, we're
It is
well
not.
within. Well, that's true. And I'm not running with headlights on. Very
Yeah,
dangerous.
I've got spotlights, but I don't have them on yet. I got plans for spotlights.
Headlights are always the first to get shot off.
Yeah, but they're apparently in every location on a mech. I've had so many Mega Mech battles where it seems like every single hit destroys a headlight.
Every part's got a searchlight. You really want to search.
All right. One, two, more. Okay. That is all of my movement done.
All right, so it's back around to me then.
Yeah.
Unless Eric's going to do something.
I don't know. I thought my role was to try to hold position and try to see if I can flank somebody.
All right. I just, didn't want to assume,
Yeah.
We're all trying to flank someone.
You're definitely going to need to get in the fight on this. Yeah. And wait, what's this? What's his face just show up? Cabrera?
Yeah, he's marching down the hill also.
Yeah.
I didn't spot him before.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he was somewhere else.
He was up on the ridge. He's been working his way down.
Okay, so yeah, you might want to start thinking of how you're going to join in on this wicked little crab. This is the kind you go to the doctor for. There we go.
Hey Lee, you have a tactics skill?
That's a question. No.
Alright, I think that's intelligence based.
Well, you know I've got it. but-
Yeah. So just give
I'm
me
not
6
him.
plus intelligence?
Yeah, give me a 2d6 plus intelligence.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent. All right.
Does that tell me anything?
That was determining what I do with the crab.
Oh, okay. Oh, Does the crab fight it? Gotcha. All right. Is it my turn to move again? Soon it will be.
Yeah, that's what I figured. The crab would be ordered to cut us off. And then that is going to discover the rest of the units here. But the crab may have failed its perception check and never saw the tiny little locust in the dead of night.
Yeah, I'm just doing math on hexes. Okay, so I won't be able to engage for like another 2 rounds.
That's fine, because I don't think the crab realizes he's running straight towards the battle master as well. He's about to have a lot of fire come down on him. But if I quit moving, so will I.
Yeah.
Oh, I am in range.
Well, if you have a long range weapon.
That's about what I was shooting for. Was like within the circle.
Hurtful slurs. You can hit them with hurtful slurs from this range.
Yeah, what am I? What am I feeling? I don't remember anymore. No, nothing at long range. But he can hit me at long range because I'm pretty sure he's got something that I don't want.
It's Crab 27 SL.
He's got a
He
lot
has
you
a lot
don't
of things
want.
I don't want.
He can hit anything he wants, anywhere, anytime, on the ground, in the air.
Yeah, he's got
upside down.
large lasers and large pulse lasers. It's not ideal for me.
It just gets worse the closer you get to it.
Well, unfortunately, I have to get real close.
That's why we need to give it a target-rich environment.
So I moved.
What did I do? Oh, I have not moved Cabrera this round. Which means he can do that. Just
And take him.
it's just out of range.
Oh, I was sure he'd get a PPC shot off.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. This
3,
place is about to light up next turn.
3.
Alright. Somebody.
Alright, I'm turning into your insurance, making sure the Atlas doesn't get too close. Oh boy.
Somebody from the firefighters, give me a perception check.
Ah, shit. These guys aren't known for their perception.
They're known for their blinders, sir.
Oh!
Nice. You spot the Wolverine.
Oh, what?
Contact! Contact!
That motherfucker.
This is like a pincer with a pincer with a pincer with a pincer with a pincer.
It's getting real pinchy in here. Well, is it my go again?
Yep.
I believe so, yeah.
And we determined that these guys can fire on a trot, correct?
Yeah, they're just gonna have a negative to their shot.
Well,
Because
time we reach out and touch someone. Both demons lay Goth fire on the crab. What plus do I have for their skill?
Give them a -4 for their shot.
So 2d6 minus 4.
Well, hang on. They were skill 6.
Okay, so B plus 2. That's what I needed to know.
And hang on, I need to check. They're at long range with the Gauss. That is a -2 in of itself.
So it's going to be a straight 2d6.
Yeah, it's going to be a straight 2d6 against his piloting evasion.
Phew. I'm rethinking this one now. All right, I'm just going to fire LRMs from the Prowler. So that's the same -2 for long range. Or hang on, I've got that written down. Long range for LRM is.
You can't do it if you're sprinting
Oh, why not?
because you're
Oh, I
the
don't have
driver.
a crew.
Sprint and no fire.
That's
or
right. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, okay. So no, we're not firing. It'd just be a waste
Sweet.
of precious Gauss ammo.
SLDF move.
So I'm done.
All right. SLDF move. Let's see. 1, 2.
There it is.
The piranha smell blood in the water. Damn Wolverines.
Alright, so this crab is going to fire on Jacob's tanks.
He either does not see or is unconcerned about the Battle Master.
Yeah, you get tunnel vision in combat sometimes.
Yeah, target fixation.
That was largely what I was doing that tactics roll for earlier. Alright. So scoop bonus is a 6. Modifier. Let's see, this is medium range. On a large pulse is a 0. And then I need to roll a.
They still have to move, Blinky, so it may be different from that.
I'm pretty sure I saw the Wolverine.
Starleague all moved.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I'm focused on the one guy. I have tunnel vision.
He failed his tactics roll.
I'm zoomed in enough. I can't see the other guys.
What? Why did it not work the first time?
Wrong way slash.
That's what I did the first time.
No space between roll and 2.
There's supposed to be one? Roll?
I mean, I just do /R space.
Yeah,
6 plus
there's
whatever.
gotta be-
Oh, okay. The space was the issue. Okay.
Great roll.
So he misses with the large pulse lasers.
Yay!
He will fire now with his meeple. At a -2? No, that was still just an okay. He hits with the meeple.
With the what?
Medium pulse laser.
Oh, I gotcha.
And then does he hit with the regular medium laser?
Damn, a +6 gunnery? These guys are good.
Yeah. We may be outclassed as well as outgunned here.
This was your plan, damn it!
The last time we listened to someone who's below us in rank.
And drives a goddamn tank.
The medium laser misses. Alright, so now I need to roll for location on the tank.
Well, that wasn't exacerbated side all.
7, which is location front.
Yay, hit where all the armor is.
Yay. Unfortunately, I don't even know where my notes were that actually had those things armor scheme. I know I wrote it down at one point, but
We really need to nail that down.
we do.
It's a single meeple?
Yeah.
It's
That's two
damage
damage.
3. Oh,
Because I have two meeples on Lee's Mac, and it's a 4 damage.
Yeah, it's
I'm
2 damage for the medium pulse laser. Those are the demon tanks. They have 50 armor in the front, which scaled down divided by 3 is a shit ton.
yeah. So I'm happy they get hit in the front. I'm
Alright,
really not.
So they still will have. Is he losing what, 2? 2 was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 damage. Alright, so they still have
like 13.
15. 15 of 17 armor remains on the front of Jacob's demon.
Sounds like a cheesy 90s horror movie. Jacob's Demon.
Jacob's demon.
You've seen Jacob's Ladder. No.
He was like right there.
Yeah, you were just
Oh.
outside the ring. I think Shadow was
Yeah.
kissing it.
No, because he was. No, because they were. He was 8 away, or 7. No, he was 7 away. That's right. This is the distance. So I'm like of 2 minds, of like trying to full sprint now, knowing he's still got to move, versus slowing down because I can't hit him if I move normal. So I have to at least sprint.
Well,
I'll just move normal.
I mean, the demons can take their Gauss rifle shot now that he's moved.
That's an option?
Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned, the Star
Gunner's
League
delayed action.
the Star League movement is part of your narration because they are responding to you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I put some in medium range for Lee at least. So Lee could shoot.
Thanks for reminding me about the narration thing.
Yes.
May I take my shot now, gentlemen?
Yeah, take your shot before I take my shot.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, let me set up his defense real quick.
De La Cruz hops on the radio and just says, now! And all three turrets spin around to train on the cockpit of this crab. And they know they're training on the cockpit of this crab because they all turn on their spotlights straight into the eyeballs of the crab.
Oh, God!
Yeah, not headlight blindness all of a sudden when the spotlights come on the cockpit. And now that we're in medium range, Gauss rifles go firing. So that's going to be 2d6 minus 4. They no longer have the minus 2 for range at that point, I'm guessing?
Correct. So 2d6 plus 6
Plus
minus
2.
4. So yeah, a total of plus 2.
Oh my god, seriously?
Oh.
What an abysmal roll. Well, Jacobs, that was yours. Next one. I hope you do better.
Hang on. Let me write. Okay.
There we go. Still a miss. I mean, technically, there was no way to ever hit unless he rolled two sixes.
Yeah, no, he had a pretty damn outstanding defense roll. He got a 10 on his 2d6.
So he's running. He goes shooting at the lead tank. Misses with everything but the medium pulse laser on the front. At that point, De La Cruz yells out on their comms, now! Turrets spin around on all three tanks. Spotlights come on. The demons boom and startle the hell out of the guy who was so target fixated on the front he forgot he was in a lethal environment for a moment. He thought he was playing simulator again and could just charge in and stomp stuff.
Yeah, wait till he realizes that he's surrounded.
Yeah, he hasn't realized there's an assault mech in front of him. But at this point, he's completely just battle dazzled. I guess would be the way to put it. He thinks he's being a Clint Eastwood. He's really about to be just wood. So, okay, that's my interjection is done with spotlights and Gauss rifle awakening. That lowers your 2-hit. Hopefully, you'll have better luck than me.
All right, I'm going to do... I can hit him with medium laser and 2 medium pulse lasers. So I'm going to do the medium laser first.
What I'm happy about is we're lowering the defense for when Cabrera finally pops a shot.
So it's going to be a -2.
Has he even moved yet?
No.
So he could be in a medium range.
Ooh,
Nice shot.
ooh, that 15 hits.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot
so-
to apply speed to things.
Well,
Oh.
that's 2 damage. And then we're going to do the 2 medium pulse lasers.
See?
That's 4.
If I had remembered to apply speed, then his defense would still be a 17.
Jeez.
But I didn't.
He just meandered over. really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out these tanks.
Yeah.
He just ran
He
right
was
up.
not- he
And
was not moving the base.
I'll say that retroactively that accounts for the spotlights in his eyes, messing up
He
his
may
defense.
be well trained, but he's not well experienced.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Gauss rifle turrets still would not have had a chance to hit, even if they added their speed.
Yeah, they were more shock value.
Yeah. All right.
If we want the Gauss rifles to hit, we need to save them till the end after we get a lot of fire on him to knock down his defense.
Yeah. All right. So, what were those attacks that hit?
That was a medium laser for 2 damage and 2 medium pulse lasers for 4.
Ooh. All right. Roll some
Oh, I
locations.
gotta roll locations.
Yeah.
Nice. If only it did have more armor than a fucking hunchback.
Alright, so this is the medium laser.
The SL's just so broke on every level.
It is. It
Left
is.
leg.
All right. Left leg for 2.
And then for the medium pulse lasers, left arm.
Left arm for 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you took most of the armor off the arm.
We just came in on his left side and just were like,
Surprise,
pull that
bitch!
tank off.
For the flicky arm, boys. Get the flicky one.
That's gonna be the side that's facing us as he turns around.
All right. Blip, blip.
Medium laser extravaganza.
All right. What is his gunnery?
It better be good. It better be damn good.
Roll. Oh, hang on. Let me modify CRB defense.
What kind of Battlemaster is that?
1G.
Hope it's a bow rig.
Yeah, it's
yes.
The 1G you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now his defense is down to 13. Alright, so the PPC medium range is a -2. Really?
That doesn't make much sense, but okay.
It's like the only thing in the game that has a -4 at long range. I guess that's not true. Large lasers have a
Lightning is hard to control
-4.
them.
Autocannons have -4.
That would make a lot of sense to me, but okay. Traditionally, PPC's always been marginally better at long range than large laser.
Yeah. Now here they have the exact same range bracket stats.
the difference of 3 hexes is probably not measurable enough for this.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Well, I mean, there's a lot here that he can fire at that -2 medium, so I could put it all on one interlock. Roll 2d6. 9 plus 2 for speed, -2. Alright. It's for the PPCs.
Yay!
And then
He's our hero. He's gonna save us all.
for all of his medium range stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna take stuff like that to drop a 27 SL.
Yeah. Okay, alright, Alright, so we have an M, so I need to roll 1d6. 4. No bonus missile damage. Alright, so PPC does 4 damage.
Oh, jeez. Why can't I have virtual dice like that?
Damn. You know the shitty part about that?
We need to use a point to make it a headshot.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a glancing blow.
Right.
What do you guys think?
I use our story point, make it a headshot. With that Atlas still on the field? I say no. We're going to need everything we got for the Atlas and that crazy ass tank.
Alright, so the PPC becomes a glancing blow instead of a decapitation.
No!
I'm guessing you voted the opposite.
I mean, if we have one yay, one nay, we kind of need a tiebreaker.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah, because I say nay. Save it for the Atlas.
Well, I mean,
Remember, it's not like Edge. We're not going to get it back next session.
No, we get it back once he uses it.
Yeah, and that's a double-edged
And,
sword.
and each of us players have 3. Right?
But-
or is it us as a team have 3? I always get that mixed up.
so you each have 3. And I am not allowed to use it to harm you.
Okay.
I am only allowed to use it for, like, narrative twists.
So who would be using the story point then?
That's just it. It's an NPC shooting an NPC, so I can't use it.
Oh, okay. So
Nobody
no matter what, we
can.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm fine with that.
So the next,
So,
the unbelievable amount of damage lands at 5. Right leg. Strips off all the armor and damages the internal structure. With all them damn medium lasers
one really hurt leg.
and an SRM. Now I actually have to look up the critical hit
Trying
rules.
to find it too.
Page 239. Although that's just the critical hit table? Leg?
Just roll a 2d6. If you get at least an 8, I think that's generally what they've done before.
For standard tabletop.
Yeah.
Hey, look, an 8.
Hey! Alright, what location did it hit?
Leg.
Was it a leg? Roll a d6. If it's a 1, it's an ammo explosion, where a leg weapon group is destroyed. Anything else
Yeah.
is -1 maximum movement.
That's going to be -1 movement because it's got none of those things.
Right.
Alright. Ooh. Not chasing us.
That was kind of the issue with the crab was it could catch us, but now maybe not so much.
Well, it certainly can't be dashing around at 6 anymore. It can still jump at 3. And well, hang on. Where are the where are the jump jets located in the SL?
That's a good question. I want to say torsos. I can't remember for sure.
Give me a moment. I'm going to open up the mech lab. Because I don't know a faster way to get record sheets for random units. Crab 27 SL.
Ooh. On suffering a leg critical hit, it forces a piloting roll check also.
Oh, nice.
Fantabulous. Where are the... it doesn't say... Oh, I can check assigned criticals. Hey, those are in the legs. So I'm gonna roll. Go ahead and roll the 1d6, and if it's the ammo explosion, it is instead going to be jump jet. Nope, it was not the ammo explosion. So it's a -1 movement. So he can still jump 3, but he can't walk 3 anymore.
We still got to do a piloting roll check.
Yes. Does it say what the difficulty is?
Phil.
I'm trying to see if it references that anywhere. Let's see,
You'd
piloting
think.
set. There's the situations. All right. It doesn't give a difficulty. It just says do a piloting roll test. A piloting test is performed by making a normal test.
Okay.
Blah, blah.
So
All
there's
right.
the standard difficulty. Oh man, he can't
I'll
fail
He'll
that.
probably pass that.
Yeah, he passes that just with his bonus.
There's a stiff breeze.
Roll it anyway, because he might roll 2 ones. We have the very far off chance. No, he dodges.
All right. I think he got it.
He stumbles and goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
He's like, holy shit, there's a battle master there?
Where did all this come from? He is no longer
All right.
target fixated.
Hey,
Battlemaster all set.
that
Yeah.
reminds. We're so close knit down here with the battle master. Everything should be under my ECM umbrella if I turned it on, shouldn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah. So, whoa, where'd that come from? Blink. Whoa, where'd that go? So yeah, we're gonna go all nice and dark down here, ECM wise. Because I consider that separate than comms, because they're probably different frequencies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to be.
All right, so I'm gonna say anything within what medium range of you is blanketed.
We're firing on the Wolverine.
Okay.
You got range?
You bet I do.
I thought you needed 6.
Yeah.
Six is here.
My measurement says 5.5.
Right, but you have the weird option turned on.
Right.
This is
I thought we
6.
weren't using the weird option.
No, we're not using the weird option. We're using circular direct line logic.
Yeah, and you're 1 hex away from it with pretty much everybody.
Well, fine then. Then I don't.
No. If you're within the circle, then you do.
He's
Well,
1 hex out.
I guess my circle is drawn wrong then.
So yeah, you should use no snapping.
Well, here's how we could solve it. Just put the circle on
Yeah.
the Wolverine.
It's all right. It's on
Or-
that border. If you wanna let it, like, it sounds good.
Hang on.
That's the
Yeah,
circle,
I'll just-
right? 6.
Blunk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, it's much easier when we have that circle.
Yeah. That's why I made this thing.
I forgot I need to put my ruler on circle mode, and then I can just go up and it works.
Yeah. And turn off snapping.
Do I have snapping mode?
It looked like it was snapping.
Oh yeah, snap to center. You're right. I'm the one on the weird mode. I apologize. My bad.
It's alright. Alright, so let me roll up his defense. So that's absurd.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, he botched his roll.
Oh, we might get lucky. Kill
That's
that
his
motherfucker.
botch. Ah,
I had hoped a nuke took him out, but nope.
all right. Phoenix PPC. I've got 3, and there's a -4 at long range fire. You.
Oh. Do-do-do-do. Wow.
All right. The Griffin is going to open fire with his PPC.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Big money, stop.
Modifier is -4 again with long range PPC. That's a 13.
Oh.
Hey, you know what though? We got an interesting trend here. Yours are going up and mine are going down.
Now here's where this is my clinch hit. All right, now it's LRM time.
The Whirling Dervish?
Yeah. All right, Dervish is going to fire with only a -2 with the long range shot now.
Hey!
It's raining lions.
All right, LRMs.
I just like to imagine each shot slowly walking its way towards the Wolverine.
So that will be 4 missile damage. Or wait, no, 2 damage to the 6, and 2 more to the 5.
2
And that'll be it.
damage to the
All these
6.
shots slowly walking towards the Wolverine before finally just a cloud of missiles fall on it.
Extra missile damage from. Oh, I see. You had the whole. I was looking at the bottom text, not looking at the rolls above it.
Yeah. So 2 to the torso and 2 to the right leg.
Is this sad? I want the Wolverine to die more than the Atlas at this point.
Well, I mean, we have a history with the Wolverine.
Exactly.
Dude, we know that pilot. That pilot must die.
This pilot is their equivalent of Cabrera.
And he's not in the Atlas?
And he's not in the Atlas.
Oh, great. So the Atlas is a non-threat. It's got a Steiner.
They put the rookie in the Atlas.
This is the
It is their
Steiner
scout
influence. Yeah, it's the Steiner influence showing through. There's bees in that cockpit.
There are bees in
beer
my
and
cockpit.
pretzels. As well as beer and pretzels. The Atlas is a non-threat. Okay.
Guten Tag, Let me show you my murder hobo technique.
Yeah.
All right, is that it from Fire
That's all my
Force?
fire. Yep.
I'm just tickled that you hit him.
That's awesome.
By just a few short months ago, he was untouchable.
Well, like I said, he botched
On
his
the
defense roll.
The first salvo, even.
See, you guys have the action economy going in your favor here.
Yeah.
We just need to make sure that we maintain it. So, how's the tanks going to aid in that? The tanks are kind of locked in on having to stay at sprint for the time being, because if they slow down, everything is going to come to bear on them.
What's their base speed? A 2?
Yeah.
Well, that'll still outrun the Atlas and Alicorn. Like, those things have to sprint to reach 2.
But I also have Mega Wolvie closing in on me, and
Well, yeah.
that's not something I wish to tango with quite yet. I know it's going to happen, but not as positioned currently. Alright, let me get my little measuring out. There you are. Oh, well, that works too.
I put it on De La Cruz so that I could see what the ECM coverage would be.
Yeah. He's furthest away. Everything else is going to be medium. No, I don't know. My lead tank probably isn't going to be in medium range.
Oh, hang on.
What's-
Let me move the Star League guys.
ECM range?
I'm saying that ECM is going to be a medium range effect
Gotcha.
because I know it's not. It does not do long range. All right, the crab is jumping backwards now.
Ah, Jumpin' Jack Flash.
He did not enjoy that.
He got his rude awakening when he realized, Cross Rifle packing tanks, Locust, Battlemaster. No. He may be Super Crab. He ain't that Super Crab. And why is that dude the Wolverine and not the 27 SL? Good God, he would already slaughtered us all.
That could be cheeky, but I'm probably going to regret it.
So the Wolverine jumps towards the firefighters.
Yeah, I see him all right. Ah, jumping.
Boo. Boo, Wolverine, boo.
I'll say.
We don't like that guy.
That means
Fuck
I'm
all
doing my
these
job
guys.
and drawing off the guys who could be causing problems.
Yep. Fuck all these guys, but fuck that guy in particular.
All right, so the crab pilot. Hang on.
Oh,
Starleague guys got to do their Starleague things.
Yeah, Leaguer's got a league.
Yeah, Leaguer's got a league. All right, he's gonna take a shot on that rear tank with his pulse lasers.
Asshole.
So give me a defense roll there. 2d6 plus 6 plus 2.
You counting his speed from the evasion roll?
Yeah, that's the plus 2.
Remember, I'm moving at 4 and not 2.
It doesn't matter. You use the unit speed, not the speed you went.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Even if you stand still, you still get the plus 2. Well, that's a partially
Yes.
great roll.
that's a completely average roll.
Wait. Oh, what did you roll for attack?
I haven't yet. I wanted your defense
Okay.
up first.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, it is a completely average roll.
6.
But it's,
So-
if it's good enough, it's good enough.
Let's see, long range, the pulse lasers are a -2. So that's roll 2d6 plus 6 minus 2 plus 2, because his movement is now a 2.
Yay! Same exact roll.
That's hilarious.
Getting hit in the leg made all the difference.
Alright, so I missed that shot.
He was off balance and dazzled. He didn't fall, but he was not sure.
He's still got some spots in his eyes.
Yeah, you know, he's seeing swimmies and stuff. Never mind, the spotlights are still on him. They're just not as effective at this range now.
Well, you know, your vision starts to counter at that point.
Yeah.
Alright, Wolverine's gonna open fire.
And you know what that means? When the spotlights come off of him, he won't see shit.
He'll be once again blinded by the darkness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, give me a defense roll for the dervish.
Nobody makes my neck bleed his own blood.
Modifier 0. 13. Ah, lame.
Ooh.
A bonus of 9. Why am I fighting this guy?
As previously stated, fuck that guy in particular.
Cabrera's got the same skills.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you would just lure that Wolverine over here into Cabrera.
Alright. So, the autocannon. Does 1 extra damage. So that's 2 damage to the 5.
Right leg.
You're 5.
Yeah.
And 1 damage to the 8.
Oof, the 8.
The torso.
And her torso. Alright.
Torso S torso, there it was.
Alright. He's doing okay. Armor's holding up.
Lucky. That'd like taken out all of my guys. I'm running around in paper.
And it's hilarious because the Locusts are actually as heavily armored as a lot of mechs that are much heavier than them.
Ugh, it doesn't feel like it, but I haven't seen other mechs.
They have the same armor as a Cicada, and Cicada's 30 tons.
40.
40 tons. Gone.
Yeah,
I always forget that it's actually a medium.
Yeah.
yeah, because it moves like a light.
Looks like
It's
one,
all
too.
engine.
Yeah. With big legs.
All right, so it's okay for me to go now. The Star League has gone.
Star League is gone.
All right.
Or is in the
1,
process
2,
of
3,
being gone.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm glad my Front Mission 4 soundtrack is now on like the heroic music. That puts him in range. Puts him in range.
Oh, let me just
Not put him in range.
let me just drop that right there.
Yeah, the only one that can't attack is going to be Shadow.
So, would we agree that my demons are in engagement range, albeit long, of the crab?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start with Lee. It's gonna start targeting that boy.
Your gunners are holding their fire.
They are holding their fire until everybody else fires, and we're going to be the cherry on top. Drop that defense down so the big bang bang actually gets a hit.
And then we're gonna.
All right, hang on. Let me roll his defense up.
Get that
There we
defense
go.
up.
All right. So that's 2d6 plus 6 for skill plus 1. No, plus 2 for speed now. Ooh, he did not botch that defense roll.
He learned him's lesson the first time.
All right. Let's do this. Medium laser. It's gonna be -2.
Why don't you? Oh, all right.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Look at that.
Holy shit.
That's that was an L.
How the hell did you get so many bonuses stacked on that?
2xmpl. Hmm?
Let's see if the 2d6 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. Oh, -2.
Yeah.
So what's the? One of them is of speed. The other.
He rolled 2 6s.
When we went in there, because we went over these things before. Let me pull up my gunnery check thing.
That's the thing. He had to have rolled like a 6 and a 5. Or, yeah, he rolled an 11.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a plus 10, -2. That's going to be plus 8. So, yeah,
my
he
skill
rolled an 11.
rating plus.
He had to roll
Oh, your plus 2 plus 4 is your attribute and your
rating
skill.
plus reflexes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's rolled up in
Because
your
I'm-
gunnery
because
being a
pulling it-
6.
I'm pulling it from the character sheet.
Okay, sorry, I was just hovering over the result and seeing a whole bunch of modifiers. And
Yeah. It's the.
I've been counting the total skill when I roll mine up because I don't have the fun fancy thing that you made.
Right. Well, and this is tied to my character sheet, so I can pull it from the stats. So
Right.
If you hover over the 6 on BattleNet Gunnery, that's that 2 plus 4,
Yes, okay, that checks.
and then the speed is the 4, and then the yeah. So now we're gonna do the 2 times muffles.
Meeples, my meeples.
It's gonna be an OK.
Oh! Oh!
That was against a 17, right? Because I hit him.
No, it's per person, not per firing group.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, no, that's
All right,
outstanding.
Alright, so the medium laser location, this is going to be 2 damage at the 6. So the torso.
Bink, bink.
And then the 2 meeples, which is going to be 4 damage to the 11, which is the left arm again.
Ooh, that gets into damage, or criticals.
Okay. What do I need to do? Roll another 2d6?
Yeah. And then I need to
Alright.
go back to
It's whatever an 8 is.
my printed page for that. Arm 8 is success. So now roll 1d6. Actually,
Heroic music stop. Wait, I did a 2d6 accidentally? Sorry.
actually, it doesn't matter. Because he has no ammo, everything is primary weapon destroyed.
Alright, cool.
And that's the only weapon in that arm. So
Yeah. So he
no
is
more large pulse.
he is down a large pulse laser.
Cool.
And there was much rejoicing. Good job.
Alright, so now Ding's turn.
Ding is going to start with his medium laser.
Hang on, let me update the defense in the chat.
Okay. So that should be a 17, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so this is going to be a -2. That's a miss. Then we're going to do his 2 SRM2, which is also a -2. And it's also a miss. Okay. This is what happens when my heroic music stops playing.
Aww.
So now he's down to a 16.
Well, that's the last I can shoot. So my combat is done. Shadow can't hit.
Right. So now it's Cabrera's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me see.
Find another mech soundtrack. Hold on.
We are at
I'm listening
medium
to the,
range.
No Spare Legacy soundtrack right now.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna go from front mission 4 to front mission 5.
Alright, so he's got PPCs at a -2, and then his medium range schlacking at a -2. That's a
Ooh.
hit.
It's the meal serm combo. Woo!
Oh dear lord. Okay.
Cabrera's my man.
Alright, can someone do me a favor and roll the locations for me? Because I can't have that up and roll and click on the little sheet.
So a 6.
6. So that's 4 damage.
You and your rolling ones, man.
I tell you.
4 damage to
okay.
6.
If
That's
there's
alright, you're
another
hitting center
location,
mass.
you can roll the next location.
No, it's fine. You hit center mass, that's fine.
Roll again, or was that enough?
I need a second one, so that's for the PPC blast.
There you go.
Dang,
Same
you are
result.
consistent.
Okay, we don't need to roll the M for the
Oh, that
missile
finished
damage.
off.
That cored him out.
At least it was consistent, thinner mass. And I get to save some slugs.
Man, and looking at the picture of the crab I posted in Discord, like, there's a lot of the center mass to have corded out.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a very forward horizontal thick
You're
mech.
drilling it out long ways.
A PPC, 4 medium lasers, and an SRM-6 all hit the center torso.
Already taken some from one of the locusts, I believe, too.
Yeah.
Excellent. This is exciting. All right.
Cool. So now it's time to turn around and kill that fucking Wolverine with extreme goddamn prejudice.
Primary objective complete. Secondary primary objective.
Kill that fucking Wolverine.
Yes.
Perfect. My money! I don't know, we might have a shot. We just need that Wolverine all the fucking way. The bees in the cockpit of the Atlas do everything else for us. We're just gonna have to keep dancing around the Atlas and the tank.
Yeah, that tank is freaking scary, man.
Yeah.
If that thing hits,
All
it's
right.
game over.
Everyone else is out of range. So that's just down to me at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, the demons basically have had their shot taken away from them.
All right. Line up the Wolverine's defense.
All right. Let me see.
I can already tell you now, next turn, the tanks are going to press our perceived advantage, do a complete 180, and start coming back towards that Wolverine.
Damn.
He did not botch that defense roll.
No. It's not even worth it trying to spend an edge to.
It's not even worth taking the shot or using the ammo at. I mean,
It's
Yeah,
like
well.
you slew your Pipper over him, and he just jukes your Pipper, and you're like, what the fuck?
how did he even know I was aiming at him? Meanwhile, you've got the whole Star Wars Force music going on in his cockpit. General
All right.
Kerensky telling him to use the Force.
Use the Force, man's daughter. Use the Force.
Phoenix fires his PPC to little effect.
You don't even roll it. It's just there hated. He misses. See,
It's
that's
good to
why,
see by how much, though.
that's why that motherfucker right there is gonna die.
And
You fire PPC
Griffin
at
is
him, and he
gonna
just
fire-
leans sideways as it passes over his shoulder.
Griffin is going to fire his PPC, probably to little effect.
Probably. Wow, you're giving him a lot of credit.
Wait, why don't you fire your LRMs at him?
Because if I
Ammo.
fire both weapons, he'll overheat. That's how well designed the Griffin is.
Why don't, well, but I mean, don't the LRMs have a better chance of hitting?
Well, that's just it. Even if I max my roll, I still can't hit him.
No.
He's impossible to hit.
I mean,
So I
guess
might as
that's
well
true.
play the line of I'm trying to conserve ammo.
It would
Even
have
though
to
there's
be-
no ammo in this system.
Right,
I
but like
know.
narratively.
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 Yeah,
It's
narratively.
good RP.
Yeah.
His only chance to hit's double six.
Blinky, I'm giving you an edge point. That's good RP.
Thanks, Mike.
No, I agree. That's good RP. You have a tough target, so you're not wasting ammo on it.
Or heat.
Yeah, the Shadowhawk and the Wolverine were gifted with low damage output and such they could never overheat. The Griffin went the opposite route. It was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have all the damage output, but I will cook myself.
But wasn't it also like the first medium mech? So all the rest came afters and was like, well, we don't want to cook like a Griffin.
I think you're right.
Well, yeah, don't put
I think
that
the
many
Griffin
rounds
I think the Griffin was first, the Shadowhawk was second, and the Wolverine was the answer to both of those. Which is probably why it had the best blend.
Put heat sinks on this thing. That's
None of those mechs had heat sinks.
not a great design.
No, the Shadowhawk did. That's part of its problem.
Well, yeah, the Wolverine has like two. It has 2 extra heat sinks, and it only matters if you're jumping and alpha striking. Like if you do a max jump and an alpha strike, then you might generate heat.
But that's good because that means you can really push it and be dealing a lot of damage when you need to.
Yeah, it lets you be consistent.
Yeah.
I'm all set with my turn.
Okay.
You wanted to try to push another one through, or how are you doing, James?
I'm doing good. So I think question is on Zero because it's late for him too.
Yeah, I am an early bird. I can probably go for another turn.
All right, let's knock out one more round.
One more round. Make the Wolverine die.
I want to
Everyone advance to close range. Pow, pow, pow.
I'm almost willing to just ram him at this point. If I knew it would kill him, somebody would take one for the team.
So far away, though. He's so far away from me. He's so far away from you. For a ram. Maybe not for a Gauss, but...
Well, I'm thinking the long game here. You know, a few turns later, I'm just like, fuck this guy, and just floor it and roll
maybe
into
even for a Gauss. Yeah, if we could have, like, Fire Force, like, kind of head eastward a little bit as they're trying to engage, that'd be super helpful.
I'm just following the ridge line.
Yeah.
I go southeasterly.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That would make sense narratively than trying to walk upwards, backwards.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Plus, you
and
guys are
that's-
trying to disengage to the horns anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Disengage
So
to the horn.
I guess it depends on if the Wolverine
Yeah, I'm
wants
with
to
you there.
continue pursuing or stay in an engagement range. That's the narrative choice there.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, as long as you're coming eastward at an angle, that's helpful. It'll help us close the gap to help cover you. Because that's what my lance is doing. I'm providing coverage. Which is not what this lance was built for, but it's what I'm doing.
No, you basically successfully you flanked the crab. You whittled down his defense. You chipped his armor.
Oh,
You
no,
created
I'm
openings for the
aware of
big
what
guns.
happened. I was just,
Yeah, no, that was exceptional.
All right, so if we're going next
that's
turn.
right. Why don't you just give us that Wolverine and bugger off?
So are we wanting to continue towards the horns, or are we wanting to continue our skirmish? Is the real question here. And I see no reason not to continue our skirmish and take out that Wolverine.
I want to know what Blinky thinks we should do.
We need to keep moving because the moment that Atlas and that tank gets in the range, we're gonna take the herd on. So
Yeah.
Continue falling
moving
back.
is our lifeline.
Yeah, we definitely need to keep moving. And now we got rid of the crab, we can isolate the Wolverine.
So maybe the tank lance continue to fall back, but instead of sprinting, do so at normal speed. And if the Wolverine happens to get within range of fire, you take some shots at him.
My speed's going to be determined by the Atlas and the tank.
Well, we were already told that the Atlas has to sprint to catch you.
Right, but yeah.
Yeah, they have to sprint to keep up to your normal move.
Right, that one, yeah. So unless you stop or start moving in the opposite direction, the Atlas is not catching you. So
The
if you
problem
move your
is-
normal speed, you have an opportunity to take shots at the Wolverine as the Wolverine tries to catch up to us.
Maybe he can still move. See, that's what I'm sitting here considering, is that's the burden of moving first. So I'm kind of like directing the direction the fight's going, but I have no way of predicting how the fight will go after I choose that direction.
Well, we already know, no matter what, we need to head back to the horns. It's just the rate of which we do that can allow us to take
Gotcha.
some shots.
Drop the pace.
So continue heading to the horns, but leave yourself open to counterattack.
All right, we're slowing down out of a sprint to a normal 2 movement and holding our shots.
I'm going to do the stupid thing, and I'm going to allow the Star League to go first before I move.
I almost did, but I figured no, it'd be better if I did.
Hang on. Frosty isn't done with his move.
Oh.
I know you want to take him out.
He's just sitting there lagging behind.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to think about what
Because
he'll do.
he's Frosty, man.
Yeah, I know.
He's chill.
He's chill. Yeah, he's watching all this unfold, plotting, scheming.
Where was he?
He's got his mind on his money and his money on his mind.
Yeah. All right. He's just gonna turn and sprint. He's not gonna deal with all this. He's not gonna get in the close range. Not with that. Not with those things supporting the Wolverine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, unpopular opinion, but that tank's getting awfully close, and we might get lucky and be able to just drop it in a heartbeat.
I do like how we're like, hey, we're gonna make sure that we keep going to the southeast so that we draw the forces away from the civilians, and then we start luring the Wolverine towards the civilians.
Hey, you criticize Frosty through somebody else.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch characters. Okay. It's funny how we decided to head to the southeast to lure the enemies away from the cities, and then Frosty leaves that Wolverine asshole directly to them. There we go.
Scared of the big skull guy, fear itself is his ally. Well, remember, I've already moved, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think about where the Wolverine's gonna go right now.
To hell. Straight to hell. Do not pass go. Do not explore the first 7 layers. Just go straight to the level 8.
Yeah, and depending on what he's going to do is going to determine what I do. I've already decided. I have in my head 2 paths that my guys take, and it all depends on which direction that Wolverine goes. Oh, you're going to shoot me first?
Also, famous Celestials.
Locust can't counter my Wolverine if they shoot them down with the triple Gauss. 1 Gauss for each one. Core.
Gunners just flicks it over to chain fire. Pop, pop, pop. Though in hindsight, he would argue he killed 2 of them with 1 on the second shot, but nobody believes him. That's a great picture. Aw.
I have no idea how you're doing all those like in-character chats.
Well, it's because I have character sheets assigned to me, and so when I go in the chat panel, there's an as drop down, and it's all the character sheets I own. So I can switch between any character and talk as them.
Yeah, you as the GM can switch to any character, and then when you type something out, you can make it look like that it's coming from that person.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly. I just like adding a little flavor because I know you're recording. So if anyone's paying attention to the chat log, they get a little bonus.
It's like radio chatter.
Yeah, exactly.
Assuming that recording my 4K monitor into 1080 even gets the text.
Yeah, if you can even read it. I was thinking that.
Well, whatever.
Whatever. It's all fine.
If it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't,
It's the thought that counts.
yeah.
Alright, so Cabrera's going to back up, keep his guns pointed out at the enemy. Now it's all up to Bugban to get out of Gauss range.
Yeah. That's one barrel with each of their names on it. Is he going to attack? Should I do my defense?
You haven't moved yet.
Right, I was waiting for you to do your turn.
Oh, alright. Well, then,
Okay.
Because I assumed that you would get to shoot before I got to move.
Let's see, I need to pull up this character sheet.
You just let me know who I got to roll defense for.
Ding.
Ding. Oh man, of course, ding. Evasion check. No modifiers.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Oof.
I put all of my points into gunnery, or not gunnery, piloting. The other one, yeah, that one.
Because he's still sprinting. -2 for being long range.
It doesn't matter if I can hit as long as I can evade. Eventually I'll hit.
Yeah, he was not going to be hitting that. Not with the driver sprinting and at being at long range. A triple sonic boom rockets past your lance.
Excellent.
There were my names 3 times.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, Lieutenant Ladd, didn't we encounter him wasn't he the guy we let go in like the very first one?
Oh, did I not change his name? Oh.
This is his cousin.
I was reusing,
Also a lieutenant.
right?
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Exactly. I was reusing character sheets so that I didn't have to build new skill sets.
Okay. So, we're just surrounded by assholes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're just surrounded by assholes. I forgot to rename him.
His my cousin, eh?
See, that's why he
See,
missed.
sorry,
Oh
asshole.
God, you're right.
That's why he missed with all the Gauss rounds.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed to post that animated.
No,
GIF
it's even
file.
better though.
It's so accurate.
Yes.
All right, well I moved, so that's me. Who's next?
I keep forgetting that you guys are posting into the
Oh, no, we're
Discord
done.
as we go.
We're done. We're doing one last round. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're at a point here where we can narratively disengage.
I agree. I'm not interested in trying to dance around with them any further.
All right, so go ahead and move all your stuff to the horns.
We hit and we ran with pretty effectively, I would say.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got a kill without really taking much besides
A few
medium
dings,
pulse laser here and there. Yeah,
a couple autocannon rounds, but
I got hit once in the best place I could possibly be hit with any of my units. So
right. No, I mean, yeah, effectively, you guys killed a tough unit, and you did it quickly.
oh yeah, we did a good old fashioned drive by on that guy. I never hit him. I never hit shit. I'm the most inaccurate Gauss rifles in all of Target Concordant.
Well, see what happens when
need
you
to,
guys
like,
get to bring your boss to a
recite those
battle.
guns.
Well, I mean, they fell off a truck. We're still trying to figure out how to use them.
The coils got damaged in the process. Too many people trying to
Someone's
fix it
gotta-
with sledgehammers.
Someone's gonna manually rig it to a car battery in order to get it to charge the coils. You
Well,
gotta
see,
get
the-
the timing right of when to let go.
See, the problem is they're super magnets like MRI machines, and the dumbasses keep trying to work on them with their guns on their hip. It just
Ping!
it does not end well. A dude died from that recently. He got an MRI off a gun tucked in his trousers, and it went off, shot himself in the gut,
Oh,
died from
God.
complications. Guess what state it was in?
Do I have to? Because I would honestly guess Texas.
No! Oh my god!
Oh,
That would be
Florida.
my first. Yes. Yes, it was in Florida.
Now, see, you tell me that someone died in an MRI machine because they tried to bring their emotional support gator with them, then I'd believe Florida. But anything dumb related to a gun, I immediately think Texas.
Nope, it was Florida. Even signed off that he had removed all metal from his person.
Dumbass.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot my pocket pistol.
He didn't even have it in a holster. It was tucked in the front of his pants. And when the MRI started dragging it out, he tried to catch it, and it went off, shot him in the gut, which raised new questions with me. So, okay, you were hauling this thing around in a hospital in your pants, loaded, cocked, and the safety off.
Like an idiot.
Yeah,
I mean, Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Previously, he was a Florida man. Now he's a Florida corpse.
Florida corpse, Florida corpse. Just give him some bath salts and he'll be the next Florida zombie.
Oh my god, I was just thinking of that too. Florida's the only place on earth that's produced an actual zombie.
Man, when that story first broke, I was like almost
It's
excited.
the Onion, right?
No, like I was a little excited. Like, are we actually going to get a zombie apocalypse now? I mean,
No.
a guy was eating another guy. The cops shot him a whole shit ton of times, and he didn't go down until they shot him in the head. That's a zombie,
Ne-
right?
Never get excited for a zombie apocalypse.
No, especially after COVID, we know exactly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So last time I got excited for a zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
was when COVID was starting. Because, like, I remember how World War Z started. It's like, oh, weird disease outbreak in China? They're locking down? That's a zombie apocalypse. Turns out it's just, yeah. Northwest of Fob Crater. What a rousing
Isn't it
success.
northeast of Old Fob Francis, not northwest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Whoops.
Tira's too busy fixing his hair to actually check the compass. Time to crack open a new bottle of wine, boys. We bloodied the SLDF again.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering what we were up against, we managed to keep it asymmetrical.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad the Rolling Thunder tactic worked.
And you know, I'm happy. Like, we got one guy, and sure, it was one guy, but like, there's one less guy that they have now. So the next time we need to go engage them,
One less
Oh, yeah.
highly mobile guy.
Yeah,
we're a little bit better off.
and we even managed to you managed to scratch that freaking Wolverine.
Well, it was Blinky.
Oh, sorry.
Blinky chipped the paint on him.
I get who's in command
Four
of
points.
fire team confused.
Felt good though.
Yeah, actually land some hits on him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
aren't you like
3
the only
points
one
back
to
to
hit
me.
him? But aren't you the only one of us to hit him so far?
Well, I thought one other person hit him.
No, I think
It
it was
could've
you the
been
first
me.
time, too.
Yeah. I've shot at him, but like I never bothered trying again.
Oh, I might have hit him running past him in the previous engagement, but I wouldn't have hit him with much. And I don't even remember, so I don't think I did.
All right. Well, hey, 3 XP for all,
Oh, sweet.
because this was a extremely successful mission, and each of you played a critical part in pulling it off.
And that's fucking teamwork.
Teamwork.
Well, how long do I want to wait for a 5 intelligence is the question now. Nah, I think I'll bake my points and figure out if I spend them next time.
And De La Cruz, I think you're getting promoted to lieutenant for this plan.
Oh, sweet.
So now you're of equal rank to the other lance leaders.
Called Operation Under Peasant.
Phase 1 of Operation Under Peasant.
Well, I think everybody's on the right idea. Do it as a series of successive attacks, like hit and run, hit at random times. Like even if they're expecting us to hit, they're slowly but surely going to be whittled down, and they can't go nowhere, and no support's coming. It's attrition at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like-
that's the best we can do right now. You know,
Right.
they have the armor.
We back off, get some repairs, wait a day or so, and hit again, and maybe it's the Wolverine that goes down the next time.
Yeah.
Or later in the day, even, you know? Or it's the tank. I mean, if we got that tank out of the way, I feel we would just kind of be in a position to snowball them.
That tank is scary, man. That is
It is.
In Alpha, sorry, not in Alpha, right? In Destiny rules, that turret is doing 15 damage. Like,
Yeah,
that's
terrible.
coring out anything.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
demon tanks could survive it head on, but that's it. They would be all internal from there.
I think most of my units can be hit in any location and it would still die, no matter where you shoot it. Oh wait, you could shoot my Phoenix in the leg. I'd be down a leg and be in internal structure for my torso.
Yeah, I was gonna say even the Battle Rig would be losing a leg from that.
Yeah.
It could take it in the torso and just take some internal damage and not be instant dead. But yeah, that's.
But the one thing I can tell you for sure is they're going to change up their formation next time. Because they had that Wolverine covering somewhere else. He had to have time to come join the melee, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, since we knocked out their other possible scout unit, they're gonna have to become more close knit. So they're gonna start moving back towards the dropship. That might actually work to our advantage.
It means we can keep mobility. It means they're gonna try to throw a pitched battle to focus their advantage of armor and firepower.
Hey, wait! The more I zoom in on those, are those little T-Rexes? They look like they got a little T-Rex arm.
What, the little blobs?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
If you zoom all the way in on them, they got like a little.
Oh yeah, the
T-Rex
little spike
arm.
that's going down to the right.
Anyway, what I'm thinking is if that's all debris and wreckage and battle remains and stuff, depending on how we move in under the cover of night and use our ECM, we could use that shit for a pretty wild ambush. Sun comes up, birds are burring, bees are being, happy little morning time spring music, then all of a sudden Mex pops out the wreckage and tanks come barreling out of nowhere at the front door. They never saw them or heard them arrive, and now a T-Rex has a mouth.
Or, likewise, if you could snag parts from one of the outliers, you could use it as repair equipment.
Oh, hey, yeah, there's a free idea.
Although, you guys don't have any techs or bays with you.
Well, I mean, if we were to acquire that stuff, you know, like, say, downed Overlord dropship, I mean, what I'm looking at here is a pool of salvage.
Oh, yeah.
A pool of really nice salvage.
Yeah, because this is the rest of the Mighty Deuce and the SLDF landing forces scattered all over this field.
And the piece of salvage I want most still rolling around.
Hey James, what's your opinion on skill advancement for our NPC lance mates?
That they advance with you.
Oh.
So they will always
So they-
be relative to you.
So they should have the exact same skills as my lead pilot?
No, they will be a little less than the lead pilot.
A little less.
I
Okay.
think it was. Hold on, let me pull
I
up.
think they're 2 less each. Like one lower attribute, 1 lower skill, for a total of 2 bonus lower.
See, if we knocked
I
out
have
the
mine where the attributes are the same, except one attribute is 1 point lower. If I compare Lee to Shadow, I'm going 142221 to 132221. and then
Right, but
and then
but looking at
then my
the
NPCs only have the gunnery and piloting skills. Oh, and those. Oh, yeah, those are lower as well.
they're a lot
So
lower
2
than
instead of a 2
yours.
4. Yeah, so they're 2 lower.
Oh, because you have leveled up.
Oh, I think I leveled reflexes up. Okay, so it was attributes was the same, and then skill points were 2 lower.
So
I should boost my NPC attribute up to match, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we could do that. We boost him up to 4. Do the same for Ding.
Okay. And then keep the skills 2 lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, whenever you guys change an attribute or a gunnery or piloting, then you should change it accordingly on your lance mates.
I'm gonna do the same thing for Whisper, just in case.
Although that doesn't work for the demon pilots because they're not. I'll have to actually make their guys up.
We need to sit down and really nail them down. One
We
of these
do.
days,
We
like
do.
We keep threatening.
I mean, hang on. Let me pull up what I did with the alicorn.
Then again, if I'm being honest, avoiding having to do that is why I keep coming up with these plans and schemes that work, but make sure they never get harmed very much.
So let me. All right, I have show to everyone. So now,
Lieutenant Ladd, what's more?
I see nothing.
I see Lieutenant Ladd again. He's obsessed with me.
so I put the tanks to hit and armor information right in the front of it, or right in the history section, since they don't have a clickable thing for the tanks. So this way, we can still use the character sheets that let you click and make, defense and offense rolls, but it allows me to still kind of keep an eye on all their armor and status and everything. So I'll probably end up doing this for the demons as well. Just like under personality, I'll put down all the crew members.
I want the Alicorn.
No, your demon drivers want the alicorn.
I'm wanting it for them.
Wait, 1 Gauss versus 3?
You mean you can fit that many on one tank?
All right, look, we're gonna have to take that points to one demon, and we need to put it into that points to other demons.
And we'll still only have 2/3 of that points to Alicorn.
Look, man, I gets you 2/3 of an alicorn and half of a Kelswood. Like either way.
All right, it's been fun, but I should really fuck her on off at this point.
Yeah, it's super duper late now.
All right, guys, have a good night.
You as well.
You too.
Are we waiting 2 weeks or just one?
2 weeks. I'm going to be in New York next weekend.
Gotcha. All right, well, catch you all next time.
See you later. Bye.
See you later.